Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Possible and I'm glad to be with you here again. Okay, I've released some previous videos on how to go your way about Excel, and this is also another video. If you can go through all of this video one after the other, at the end of you consuming all of this content, you should have gained a level of mastery in Excel, and this is going to be an added skill to your belt. So let's get started. So today we are going to be creating a personality check scorecard in a company. Majorly, many companies has a way of hiring, and one of the way they use and determine these hiring processes, if they can have a scorecard that has the tendency to predict or to show them the data that they need in predicting the outcome or selecting the outcome of any results that they want. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can create this using Excel, and at the end of the day you're going to be very good in creating something else. So let's get started, and let's get started. So as you can see, I've copied some names here, which is the first name, the last name, which these are the names of the employees. Okay, these are just made up names. Okay, I made up all of these names, so you'll have nothing to worry about. And on this personality check, there are some certain set of things we're going to be looking at. Okay, we are going to be looking at some certain indices that is going to give us we are going to be checking some certain indices that is going to we are going to be checking some certain parameters in which we are going to be basing our results or our scorecard on. Okay, that means the parameters we are going to be using to determine which area or what area do we really want to pick so as to select the right employee for the right job. So and this area probably we're going to be having safety parameter. Again, let me just safety check, or let me just say safety test. Okay, so we're going to company policy test. So what if we are so let us, as I said, so company policy test, and then another thing we're going to be looking at is probably financial test. Okay, financial literacy test, that's it. Financial literacy test. Okay, what like literacy? Okay, literacy. Okay, so that's it. And then lastly, we're going to be having drug test. All right, don't mind me, I only made up all of these parameters, so I don't really know what, maybe probably when you find yourself in an organization, the parameters that might be used or that you might want to actually create to get all of these values so as to have a perfect parameters for testing all of these courses. Okay, so now let us see. We have safety, we have company, we have safety test, we have company test, we have financial literacy test, we have drug test, right? So now the last thing we want to do is this. So if you look at all of these values, if you look at all of this, you can see that they are having an overlap. They overlap themselves, so we did not really see the details of all of the edits. So one of the things we can do is this. Probably we should spread them out so that we can see everything, out. All right, but instead of us seeing everything like this, let me have it this way. We are going to have everything selected. Then after having everything selected, then we're going to flip. Let's come again. Sorry, we are going to select have everything selected, just like what I said. We're going to have everything selected. Then you're going to come to where we have orientation here. Can you see where we have orientation? You click on it, then you're going to rotate text up. Okay, rotate text up, that's what you're going to do. So then you're going to be having something like this, which is really perfect. So and then I will come to this side, select all, then have a perfect lined out. Okay, so now the next thing we need to do is we have safety test, we have company's policy, financial literacy test, and so the next thing we need to do is to look at what is the point we want to really, what are the grade points we want to test all of these parameters on. So we are going to be having the total points obtainable. Let me just say obtainable point. Let me just have that obtainable points. Okay, so let's have this obtainable points. So since we have obtainable point, let's say safety is 10, and then safety is 10. Let's call this 20, which is the company's policy test. So we'll call this 20. Then we'll call this financial literacy. Let's call this 100. So now, why this is going to be, of course, drug test is we want to know if the person is taking drug yes or no. Okay, so this yes or no is going to be depicted using 1 or 0. Okay, so that means the total obtainable point here that is obtainable is 1. So that is it. So now what we need to do now is to come up with the score of each of these employees. And what I'm going to do, let us come to this place. You have 10, 20, 100, 1, right? So let's have it this way. So equals random. I believe you all know how we generate random scores. Okay, so I'm going to come random rand in between. Okay, so since I'm having the highest possible time is for 10, so I can say between 6 and 10. Okay, so that's what we're going to have. So here, so I'm going to do the same thing. Sorry, what's this? So sorry, this is mistake. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to extend this to all of this. So the only thing I'm just going to do here is to change the parameters for every of the values there. So what I'm going to do now is, so this is 20, so I'm going to say between 15 and 20. Yeah, between 15 and 20. This one also, this is 100, so I'm going to set this one between 60, well, let me just say between 40 and 100. Yeah, so then here this is just going to be between 1 and 0. Okay, so and that is it. So since we have that, we're going to double click. You see, so what I'm doing, so I'm going to fill up all of the values there. So and that is it. So since we've added, we've gotten all of the values, so the highest thing I can do now is to select all, then paste them as value. Okay, I'll come here, then paste as values, and that's going to be it. So if you are not comfortable with any of the scores there, you can just adjust it to your discretion. Okay, so for example, I wouldn't want avatar hang to have 0, 0, whatever. So and I love Clark Kent, so I'm going to give that. So yeah, I don't know Peter Matthews. Yeah, let's leave it. So that's it. So we have all of those, and I think we are good. We are good to go. So all right, so I think these are the points that are obtainable and we are good to go. So we can continue from here and start our analysis. So we are not done. In fact, as a matter of fact, we are just getting started. So what we need to do now is to get the percentage scorecard for each of these test parameters. So what we're going to do here is this. I'm going to select everything. Then I'll copy. I'll maybe probably do like two cells. Then I'll paste. Okay. So we'll paste. Let me just select this again and have, yeah. So yeah, I think we're good here. So we're going to be having now here is going to be the percentage. That's going to be where we're going to be putting our percentage and the percentage score for every of the obtained scores by the employee, or let me just say supposed employees now. The percentage of each of these guys. So I would okay, to get the percentage of each of these guys, what we're going to be doing is this. All right, let's do something. Okay, let's do this way. So to get the percentages, what we're going to do is this. We're going to be using this formula equals to, just write the formula of this of getting the percentage. To get the percentage, that would be the score. That would be the obtainable point divided by the score gotten by the employee now. So in this case, that's going to be 6, all right, divided by the total score obtainable. Okay, so now we're going to have that. But in this case, if we have this, we might be having a zero value error. And to avoid this, we will need to always reference this row every time, like this column, this particular cell. We need to reference it every time. That every time, what I'm going to be doing is I want to use the obtainable points to divide every value I want to use every time. Do you understand? So that's what we're going to do. And now to do that, I just need to follow it with a dollar sign, and that's it. Okay, see 0.6. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is very simple. I just need to double click it. Yeah, we need to double click it. Now that's it. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to be having here is yeah, I think that's it. So what we just need to do here is to now change the whole thing to what's it called, to percentage. And how do you going to do that? You just come to this place and change it to percentage. All right, as you can see, we have 60, 90% and all of that thing. That's just what we just need to do. So we've changed it to percentage, and I think we are good to go. So all you just need to do now is to copy. You copy it, then you paste as what? As values. That's all. So once you paste as values, that's it. So that's the next thing we need to do when we get to this place and we are done. All right, so we don't really need to do much again. Now there's something I want to be able to do. I want it to be that at a glance, I want whoever is looking at this should be able to depict that, okay, these are the best one, these are the best one, and this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to be using conditional formatting for this. Okay, so I will just select the cell I want to use. That will be Ctrl Shift down. Then I'll come to conditional formatting. So that will be icon set. Okay, so here I will use this because I think this is actually better. All right, so I will use this. Okay, so no, let me come back again. I want it to be that. So next thing I want to do here is this. I would want to make sure that anybody that is seeing this chart is able to make an informed decision just by looking at the chart directly. The person doesn't need to do anything else. He doesn't need to do anything extraordinary. You just need to look at the chart and you'll be able to make an informed decision from it. And how am I going to do it? What I'm just going to do is to use conditional formatting so as to give the kind of to give the person looking at the chart a quick informed decision process. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that particular cell. That will be Ctrl Shift down. Then I will come to conditional formatting. Then I'll come to icon set. Okay, so this particular icon set is this. So I'll just click on the 4 traffic lights. Okay, I will click on it. So now this means that anyone that is black, it means that probably the person did really bad. Okay, so as you can see, it does not really bring the figures. What I'm just going to do is to just expand this a bit so that the figure can find expression there. So what I can do is this. So we can, if you look at it, if you do anything from 7 downward is actually bad. Anything from 7 is poor, but from anything from not 7, but from 7 downward, actually not 7. When I say not 7, it means less than 7 downward actually is extremely bad. That means that person did really awful. So but in case you really want to maybe eliminate the black, you can decide to also use another conditional formatting here. So you can check it again, Ctrl Shift down, and look at another one. Maybe probably the one that can just give us just 3 sets. Okay, icon set. I can just use just 3. Okay, just 3 is okay. All right, so I can just use this. So anything from 7 is bad. All right, so that means we can only consider people from 6. Anything from 6 is bad actually. Okay, so anybody that is going to be considered now is going to be probably from 6 and from 7 upward. Okay, so and then we'll pick the ones that did exceptionally well there. Since I think I don't really like the amount of red I have here, let me change this to 9. Let me change it to 9. So I don't really like the amount of red I have here. The red is too much. Come on, Avatar Ludo one. Let me see. Black Kent. Let me change this to 9 also. So okay, so as you can see, anything from 9, from 8 upward, that means the person did really well. From, let's say, from 7 upward, at least 7 did fairly, and then 8 and all of those things. 7 upward they did but from 6 downward they did really bad. Okay, so that's how we're going to do. So we're going to do the same thing for this. I will check it also and look at conditional formatting. I will check, then icon set. I will use the same thing for this also. I'll use the same thing, but in this case, let me use another shape. Let me use another shape here. Okay, let me just use another shape here. So, and then I would extend it. Okay, so now since I'm using another shape, so yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's all good. The same thing also, the same parameter, the same thing happens to this. Anything from, I think here, anything from 17 upward, the person did really well. From 17 upward, that is it. Anything from 17 upward, the person did really well. And then what else? The same thing also can also be done for this. Here, let me change this to 92. Yeah, 92. I love Tony Stark so much. I don't know, Peter Perry, Peter Parker. Oh, see Peter Parker. Yeah, I love Peter Parker. So let me see 10. Yeah, I love Peter Parker a lot. So 98, I think that's okay. So Clark Kent. Yeah, let me leave the rest of the way it is. So I think that's okay. The same thing also is what you're going to do to the rest of this, and you do the same thing. You check, then you conditional formatted it, and then you can use anything that you feel like using, whatever it is you want to use as an indicator. You can use it. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So I can use this. Let me use this. Let me use this instead, and then let me give it is spread there. So just me looking at it, the person can just pick it and be like, okay, so that means 68 is medium, 49 is down, then the directional arrow is way better. Okay, so let's see this. This also we're going to conditional format it, and in this case, since we are going to be picking just two stuffs there, let me see if we can just have two. If we can just have two, yeah, you can just have, okay, let's just have this. Yeah, let's have this instead. So anybody that has red cross, that means the person has failed. Okay, that means the person has failed everything. So we can have this now, as you can see. I think we are making headway here. Another thing I can do here is this. So since I've already have all of this, in fact, I think I should make everything the same here. Okay, what do you think? Anyway, it's left to you. Whatever it is you want to do is left to you. Okay, just use your discretion. You have all of the tools at your disposal right now. So use whatever description you want to use in your data or in your Excel stuff. Okay, so then next thing I can do here is this. What if we want to actually select by just looking, we only want to see the people that are not doing well. Okay, so what we can do is this, is to create a conditional formatting. Also a conditional formatting will be that people that will be in percentage, I guess, color scale in percentage. Okay, then you click on, so since we have all of these, you can just have the more rules and all of those things. So me, I will decide that we have just 2 rules or whatever it is that I might want to have there. So but let's say I want to just immediately see people that are not doing well at all, so I can just click on more rule, and then here hold on, what I will do here is this. I will select each and every one of them, and then I'll click on conditional formatting again, then go to allied cell rules, then I'll click on less than. Okay, so here we're going to be picking anyone that is less than 50%. All right, anyone less than 50%, we can just leave it like that. Okay, so anyone less than 50% is good. So immediately we're able to see some people that are problematic. As you can see, some people have 0% on their drug text. Okay, so and then the company has a 0 tolerance for drug use or drug abuse. Okay, so that means anybody that has less than, that has 0%, that means that those ones are taking drugs and they should be fired. So what we can do now is this. Let's create some let's create a decision, firing decision here. Let's say firing decision. Firing, okay, I don't know how to spell fire right now. Firing decision. If you know how to spell fire, please tell me in the comment below. Thank you. So since we have that firing decision, okay, I think firing is 1 hour, right? I don't know, just let's leave it like that. So on our firing decision, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be looking at, okay, let's see this way. Now this is the company policy when taking this test. On each of the test parameters, must get at least 50%. Okay, at least on each it is a must. At least you must get at least 50%. If that is the parameter there, then the best thing we need to do is this. We can we can do something like this. We're going to be using this particular formula, okay, called OR formula. So this is actually a logical formula that is going to tell us the exact logic we want the formula to execute, and this is how it's going to be. So we're going to come here, the equals OR. Sorry, that'll be OR. Okay, that'll be OR. So it's going to bring this. Then you're going to come, if this is less than, is it less than 50? Sorry, is it less than 0.5? 0.5, which is 50, comma, less than this, comma, less than that'll be 0.5 again. Okay, comma, then we'll come to this one too, less than 0.5, comma, and then also the last one, which is also less than 0.5. So we can have this, then click on this. So since it is false, that means this we can just quickly select all of this, and we're going to be having someone that we need to fire. Okay, so we have some. Are we firing? Oh, okay, good. Are we firing Peter Parker? No, okay, we're not firing Peter Parker. Are we firing? Okay, good. So what we can do is this. So now since we have that, and this is a little bit clumsy, so we can just look at it and put some conditional formatting there, and then we're going to come to allied cell rules, then which is equal to, we're going to put false there, equal to true rather. So if we have true there, that means immediately we should fire those ones that will have true as their words. So as you can see, this is it. So this simply means that we should fire anybody that is what? That is true. That means that these people has less than 50% in their personality check test. Okay, so since we have that, that means every one of them will be fired. Anybody that has true will be fired there. So the next thing we can do here is this. We're not done really. Let me see. Let's think. Okay, what else can we do here to bring this? Okay, let's see if we can actually put some certain numbers here. Which is the minimum, the maximum, and all of those things. So let's say minimum. Let me just say maximum first. Maximum. Minimum. Then average, I guess. Then average. Okay, so this is simple. Just use the average formula, max. Okay. Yeah, Ctrl Shift down. Then you enter. Why this is going to be, I will just spread it across once like that. Then here, I'm going to be minimum. Okay, I'm just going to use minimum here, and then also Ctrl Shift down. Alright, so minimum, that means minimum here, it should be minimum number. No, minimum number should be from here. Alright, let's start again there. Minimum, let me start from here. Shift down. Okay, so I'm going to have that drawn. So I'm going to have this also drawn to this side. So average also, I'm going to be having averaged here. Okay, then drag it across. Alright, so this is going to be 0. I don't have anything there. This is also going to be 0. I don't have anything there. This is also going to be 0. I don't have anything there. So y here will be no, let's do this. So here is going to be in percentage. Okay, y here, I think we're done here. So that's just going to be it. So another thing we can do here is to put a chart here. What I said, we need to put some chart here, and the chart we're going to be putting is just for us to represent all of these things in chart and all of that. So what I'm going to do is this, just for this guy, I can have data. Come to data. No, let's come to data. Let's come back to this home side. Sorry. So let's go back home and come to insert. So here we want to insert, let's insert column chart. Alright, so we can put the just like we see, we can actually put the safety test what's it called here. So but if you take a good look at it, you can see that the horizontal, which is the label, is actually numbers, but we can simply change it to name because it's not really okay this way. So what we can do is to click on it and click, let me click this away. We can click on that plot area, which is the horizontal, then you right click, then you're going to come to select data. Okay, so as you can see, it says horizontal axis labels, right? So you click on edit here. So when you click on edit, you can now come to the area you want, or the names you want these guys to be doing. So we want it to be both the what's it called, the Tony Stark, the last name and all, but I would just prefer you just pick one of those names. Okay, so I'll just pick this, then Ctrl Shift down to select every one that I really need there. So which is this. So I will click on OK. All right, so as you can see, it brought out everything that I need. Okay, but if you take a good look at it, I think the data source, let's come down with this. You can see that I think the data source was the other one that we clicked, which was the average, the maximum, the average, and the minimum was actually selected. So what we can do here is this: we can simply come to this area and then uncheck the one that does not really have values, which is this, right? So come to the area, then we unselect it. We're going to unselect it. So I think, yeah, we're stopping at Matthew, right? So then we click on OK, and it's going to be put into order. So as you can see, we now have Tony, Avatar, Peter, Tony, Peter, Parker, all of those things and all of that, in accordance to whatever it is that they really hold. So I think Avatar is having, this is Avatar, right? This Tony, this is Avatar, and all of those things. So I think that's that on that. So another thing we can check here, is this. Let's see. We can also look for this particular, all of these, we can put them in in, let's say, in data also. Let's come to this place and see what we can do to do. No, let's just click on insert. Then we'll click on a pivot chart. No, here let's pick on. Okay, let's pick this. Yeah, we're going to be picking this. Let's pick a. I'm looking at something very beautiful that we can just put. Yeah, let's pick this. Let's use this as a line chart. Let's use this line chart. Okay. Yeah. So we can just put it here. Yeah, I think we're good. So would not would okay, let's stay check this, just I will give you that time. The plot area will select data, the horizontal we're going to edit, and then we're going to check for each of the names, and we'll check all of them, and then we're going to pick that. So we come down, then we unselect the one that does not. We're going to unselect the one that does not come with what we're doing. Okay, so that is it. So all you just need to do is just click on OK, and we're done. So let's click this, and okay, let me pick this as our chart style, and I think we're good. So I think we're better now. So as you can see, this is our chart, and this can actually be submitted. This can be submitted to whoever your boss is, and you're going to be doing a very good job. All right. So if you think I've given you value in this video, and if you found value in this video, do not hesitate to like, subscribe, and share. Okay. So see you in the next video. Thank you.